Welcome to this recording for Earth Science. This is for Unit 6, reviewing our video. A couple reminders. If you have not watched the video on weather mapping, please access on the Watch It Now link underneath your Unit 6. And also, when you're done with both, please work on your vocabulary Unit 6 for your scavenger hunt. The purpose again of today's recording primarily is to talk about our cloud classification and identification, link on our cloud portion of Unit 6. Also, I have some supplemental information for you from NOAA. I'll be sending you that link in the K-mail. And lastly, our essential vocabulary for this unit include condensation nuclei, cumulonimbus, cumulus, cyclone, dew point, Doppler radar, front, humidity, hurricane, hygrometer, isobi, isotherm, and also all of our cloud types that we'll be going over in just a moment. Now, for Unit 6, I'd just like to show you where you can access that information. So in your OLS, you want to go down to Unit 6, scroll down, and open up your cloud formation, which is underneath your weather maps. Now, the information here that you primarily want to focus on are the goals for this lesson, which are interpreting a diagram for cloud formation and also identifying examples of clouds associated with different types of weather and predicting how they might form. The mastery map is also a great goal. Remember, moist air rises, you have cloud formation, and then you have, based on the atmospheric column in the troposphere, you have different altitude type of clouds, and that's the main focus of the class, is understanding how cloud formation is based on altitude. So now as you're reading this, you're going to want to concentrate on the mechanisms that cause the moist air to rise. You want to read about orographic uplift and then review this wonderful interactive portion of the lesson, which is showing how moist air can rise by several different mechanisms, and understanding these mechanisms is important. So you have from about 5 kilometers up to 500, 1500, and then 150 kilometers. And that's orographic uplift, which is talking about when airflow is rising above a mountain front. Next, you want to recall that cooling moisture air condenses to form clouds, and there's this wonderful animation that you want to review that shows you the radiant energy from the sun heating up bodies of water in the earth and soil, and cloud formation forming around nuclei. Remember, high clouds do not make precipitation. And the link I gave you from NOAA gives you a brief Latin lesson on what cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus actually stands for. This is an example of high clouds. Your next example are mid-level clouds, and their names: altostratus, alto meaning middle, and altocumulus. And then your low-level clouds. These are the ones that form below 6,500 feet. The strato cloud, stratocumulus, and just stratus, and then nimbostratus. And here are some examples as well. And understanding those 3 layers, high, low, and middle, is very important in the types of clouds that are present. And then fog being the very lowest type of cloud. And again, advection fog, if you recall, that is one of our vocabulary words. That horizontal movement of air, or an atmospheric factor, which showing that warmer moist air moves over a colder surface and its temperature drops, forming a cloud formation. One of your vocabs. The vertical development of clouds, such as cumulus clouds, and then cumulus nimbus clouds, and how those form. And that clouds indicate weather and the different types of weather pattern. And this is an excellent example showing all the different types of clouds and their location in the atmospheric column. Again, the review of mastering this chart will help you be highly successful for the quiz and also for the final for Unit 6. Again, moist air, rises, forming clouds, and then we have in the atmospheric column the lowest to the highest, condensing fog, sometimes we have severe weather, precipitation, and then the high clouds where we don't have any precipitation on the highest clouds for a brief review. And lastly, you can contact me tomorrow in our class, that's Duke telling you about where you can meet and doggies in our small groups. You can also phone me or K-mail me for additional information. Thank you for your time. And lastly, I would just like to give you a brief overview of that site I've sent you a link for from NOAA, Cloud Classification and Characteristics, talking about what the prefixes of the word stand for. Cirro actually stands for curl of hair, alto stands for mid, strato means layer, nimbo means rain or precipitation, cumulone means heap. You can see how these Latin words describe these amazing clouds that we see in the sky every day. All right, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy this section on clouds.